think I weary of long, boring sea voyages to grim, faraway lands.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than work.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
I think we can get through here.
Sure. Let's go traipsing through the rotten, falling down house.
Looks steady enough.
Watch out!
Is it just me, or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Overeager apprentices. Enough.
Everything all right down there?
Just a sneaky wanderer. You?
Same, but I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
More wanderers.
Behind you!
Yeah, as easy as falling off a box. Can't tell how long these people are dead.
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever, this doesn't bode well.
Petty fiend. These people left New Eden town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here? Down you go. augured badly for the case.
Situation's worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
Empty docks in a growing settlement. Never a good sign. Are the town selectmen sitting on their arses?
Isn't that what selectmen do? People are leaving. The town is emptying. Stay on your guard. Not the busiest stables I've ever seen. No ostler and no horses.
This town is less and less welcoming by the second.
Let's find the inn. It'll be good to see Charles and Esther again.
You would like to on the secretary marriage?
A pretty word for a set of shackles.
I'm sure folk here are just as open-minded as Charles.
Good day, sir.
You'll be Haskell's Banishers, I take it.
Antea Duarte. This is Red McGrath.
Hugh Bachelor. The governor had me prepare the schoolhouse for your comfort. It has fallen out of use. Will that be all?
We're expected at the tavern. Where might we find it?
The King's Arm. You can't miss it, for the lamps are lit. The school is now a bunkhouse, and the meeting house cold and dark, but the tavern shines yet.
Well then, let us be thankful for small mercies. Where are the children?
Several died of fever. We could see disaster coming. We thought we'd have to bury them all. We sent the children to safety. We sent them away.
That can't have been easy. It can't be easy now.
No. No, it is not.
Farewell, Mr. Bachelor, and you may wish us luck.
Good luck, then, to the both of you.
There's the inn. No fire starts on its own. Not in this cold.
Something must have given a helping hand.
A curfew? But why?
The first resort of every self-respecting oppressor.
Great.
Sets the tone.
I must take a moment by myself. Excuse me.
Get out of my way.
You'll be the Banishers then? Come too late. I'm sorry, but if poor Minister Davenport mentioned your names, I have forgotten them.
Ante Duarte. This fellow here is Red McGrath.
Of course. I'm Lisbeth O'Hara. The minister said you'd have questions. Well?
Could you point us to the tavern? We're expected.
The King's Arms. I'll not point it out to you as I disapprove of drinking. It's the large building next to the gallows.
What are you doing out here? Most people seem to stay indoors.
Since you ask, I came to town to buy a remedy for Mistress Fitcher. My sister has a sore leg. The salve eases her discomfort. We have a small farm some miles from here, and yes, the curse sits there too.
You may have your time back, with my thanks.
Well, thank the Lord for that.
Governor, shall you leave, or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly, but we are worth saving. And now that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend. We feel the loss of our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion, the pride, indeed, of New Eden. It discommodes me greatly to remember how we found his body in the cemetery. Indeed, it distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
What do you think happened?
I could guess, to little use. It is evident, however, that Charles's unexpected death is linked to his investigation of the curse. In the minister's absence, I try, in all humility, to protect us all, body and soul, from our ongoing peril. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist. Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
We're not demonologists, and neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home, and does not much venture out. Her house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
Why is town so empty?
Of those who did not die, we are the few who stayed. Though our motivations may differ, all who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Those who left, where did they go?
Boston, outlying settlements. Anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe we must stand our ground.
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so. They have homes here, but we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not resolve this situation quickly, the community of New Eden shall be broken, perhaps forever.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that, like my father was before me. Faith and science are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets of God's green and pleasant land, and those who threaten it.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem, which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock, as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
Perhaps we may come to you for advice.
Please do, madam, for I would be only too glad to give it.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now, and I can tell you that it worstens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares. Then came madness. In the end came death, and death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part. This never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
What do you think caused the curse?
In my humble opinion, I'll point to the obvious. The abyss disgorges its spawn upon New Eden, bent on making God's poor creatures suffer. As to the nature of the demon, that's what we're paying you to find out. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task and acquitted himself with honour. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes, our contract stands for Charles.
All right, for Charles. Thank you. We have what we need.
Then I wish you success. By my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
Damn it, Charles. Those accursed sea storms. If only we'd been here earlier.
No. But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against.
So, you've done listening to Fairfax's prattling. That man turns a pretty phrase, and does so to the exclusion of all else.
Tell me, Captain, what does your rank signify? Militia?
I maintain the train band. I also anticipate threat. Natives, brigands, the French and other monsters. The curse, though, that's a whole different kettle of shite. Not even poor Davenport saw that one coming.
Any thoughts on the origins of the curse?
None useful. I'm a military man. I'm no dark artist.
I'll take that as a gentle jab. You don't believe in my work.
I can tell you're a woman of talent and capability. I respect that. The rest of it, that's your remit, not mine. Me? I'm the old guard. You and your Scots greenhorn, you're the hope. You'd best prevail.
We'll be back.
I'll be here, unless I'm not.
We should go to Esther.
I think the governor said their house stood above the docks.
Yes?
A moment more of your time, if you don't mind. Governor Haskell told us of the curse. I'd like to understand what it is and from where it came.
While I'll not speak ill of my neighbours, someone must have let the evil in.
A name might help.
I'll not poison my parish with loose chatter. Besides, I have no name to give you.
Did you know Charles Davenport?
Of course I knew the minister. My sister and I attended all his services, and grateful we were too. He was the moral foundation stone of the colony. His poor widow. She must be bereft.
You may have your time back, with my thanks.
Well, thank the Lord for that.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse. It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He is an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain, too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
May I be of any help?
You stay put. We'll find a way. Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable. Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved. should have known you wouldn't travel without him.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Maybe, but there has to be more to it. Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right. Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something.
Where are you staying, my dear?
The governor had a room prepared for us in the schoolhouse.
The schoolhouse?
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
Purcell? Could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
I believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Batchelor came to see me. That was nice of him.
How pleasant to see these old familiar things from your house in London. That porcelain saw many a dinner-turned-lecture with Charles.
I miss him so.
So do we, Esther.
These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
Charles's ghost might give us answers. We should investigate the cemetery where he was found. Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
He was hiding his hair loss.
Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now, but that will change. I promise.
Was there something I should have done differently? Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
None of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes. I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have. Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams, that it had a use for us, that we needed to fight it with all God's might. But now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him, none respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
We must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea.